Okay, so John, could you tell us why you're here at Career Zoo and what NITRO are hoping to achieve?
Well, we're here obviously to look for lots of talent in Dublin. We've actually we're now at about 40 people in Dublin, and we're growing to about 100 or so people in the next 12 to 18 months. So we are looking for people from all disciplines, really, from sales, customer service, marketing, product engineering, customer service, and so on. So yeah, we're looking for some great talent, and we know that we can get some fantastic people here.
And with the tech industry continuing to grow, how do you see someone making that transition from, say, a non-tech background into a tech background?
Great question. Most of the people that we have hired obviously come from or have been trained in that discipline. However, I was just reading an article actually recently from our chief scientist at NITRO, Alexei Krabov, and he was talking about how tech people can get into the tech industry. And there was really an interesting point, but besides education, that people can go into and meet others at meetups or tech meetups that happen very regularly in Dublin and other cities, obviously. And that was one thing that really sort of jumped off the page for me, that if people were looking to move from one business discipline to another one, or more technical one, then that would be a great place for them to go to. Is look for those meetups and actually go to them and understand and do a bit of networking and see where you can go from there.
And how are you finding in terms of hiring from, say, the Indigenous Irish market as opposed to going abroad? Do you find that you'd have to go abroad for some jobs at the moment, or do you think that there's more coming now from Ireland?
Well, to date, as I said, we've got about 40 people now in Dublin. About a quarter of those are non-Irish in terms of from different European countries, whether it's France, Germany, so on and so forth. We haven't had an issue hiring people in Dublin to date. We have been able to fill all functions that we needed and roles that we wanted to fill, whether it's multilingual or technical. As I said, there's only been one person that we've actually brought from a different country to Ireland. The rest have already been hired here in Dublin, and those ones who aren't from Ireland originally have already been working here for the last number of years. So we haven't had an issue to date. As I said, we are aggressively growing over the next couple of years. We will have to wait and see how we get on with that in relation to the hiring. But to date, we've been very good in relation to finding talent in Dublin.
And finally, just in terms of what do you see as maybe the next major topic of kind of job opportunities you find from a NITRO point of view? Like what type of roles do you see coming down the line?
One of the fastest growing roles that we have at the moment or opportunities is in the product engineering side of things. When we started NITRO 12 months ago here in Dublin, it was primarily a sales, marketing, customer service operation. In the last maybe 3 months or so, we've started really building out the product engineering team, and we now have up to 6 people in that product engineering team, with intention to grow to about 15 to 20 over the next couple of years. So I think that's going to be one of the fastest growing areas in our recruitment drive. But again, we are covering off all bases, and I think the other obviously big one will be around the sales side of things and sales development.